Je te préviens tout de suite, on perd pas. Parce que là, je te connais. Ça...
Il est en train de se passer. Là, non, il passe. Non, il passe pas.
J'ai vu que ça tremblait un peu.
Ragazzi, silenzio.
Cécile et Elina n'ont que 7 et 8 ans. Leur disparition inquiète les enquêteurs qui n'écartent
It's an investigation film based on true facts. It's the story of Paul Chartier, a young gendarme in South Belgium during the 90s. So the story and the facts are a little bit long to develop here, but I'm sure the people had a clear idea to reading based on the truth and true happened and occurs in Belgium during the 90s and hit very badly Belgian people and mostly Europe.
Il louait une chambre à ton père ici en haut quand il est arrivé en Belgique.
C'est lui?
Bah ouais.
Pardon monsieur, vous êtes là pourquoi?
On est tous là pour faire le travail de la police parce qu'on constate qu'il ne se passe rien.
I was there, I had 20 at the time when it happened, and I always thought it will be a very strong story to tell to the world, to the big number, based because the idea of the film is what could happen when justice fails. When justice fails, what can you do? What can you do as an individual, and how in a society? Because that story what hit Belgium during the 90s, justice failed completely, and it's been 30 years now. There is a simulacrum of justice, but justice fails completely, and it still badly hurt a great number of people. My Belgian comrade, of course, but not only. So, but you know, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge, I'm not a journalist, I'm just a filmmaker. So I wanted first to try to make a very strong film based on real facts. We made a great number of research, we read so many stuff. We prepare the writing just like journalists. So we need to find the right balance between facts, reality, what we have searched, and the idea of the fiction, with that central question of what is the nature of evil? What is evil in fact? I don't know. Is it a bunch of bastards who kidnapped girl, or is it internal fight between different corporation of police? It is corruption. It is misinformation, lack of communication. I don't know. I don't know. And the other question is, what can we do when justice fails? And this film is, I don't know if it's political, but I wanted to approach a moment, or just like in any good tragedy, to provoke a catharsis, you know, to provoke a moment where with the vision, with the tool of cinema, of art, if you want, with the tool of what can we do as a mirror, as an expression, you can provoke a catharsis. Maybe not for everybody, but at least for some people.
On leur dit que les petites n'apparaîtront pas ainsi, ils nous disent qu'elles ont juste fugué.
Putain, mais fallait pas bouger un peu les flics, là.
C'est la police judiciaire qui a le dossier entre les mains. Qu'est-ce que tu veux qu'on fasse de plus à la gendarmerie?
We are in a very raw expression. We are in a very realistic context, and as further the movie goes, the perception changed a little bit. We became a little bit more impressionist because we are in the perspective of Paul. But of course, there is many different characters, there are many different communities. So I need to establish those communities and to show what they are able to do. And once again, it's a movie. So I think you have to face it. I think at one point you have to face violence, but the movie is made with, believe me or not, is made with a great sense of responsibility. I know exactly what I'm doing, and we approach that story with a lot of respect. And there is no way we want to hurt people who suffer from that. we made a film, once again, because tragedy, the violence is always in the tragedy, you know, in our life. Look at the world today, it's fucking violent. And that's my role. It's to approach violence at one point. Maybe making grotesque violence or terrible violence, but I need to approach it.
Une balle dans la tête et basta.
25 000 espoirs de retrouver au plus
t'entends,
vite
c'est
ces
vrai
deux petites disparues. Une
T'entends ce que tu
campagne
dis
d'affichage qui représente un investissement conséquent.
C'est pas n'importe quoi.
En même temps,
Qu'est-ce qui vous motive, madame?
We wanted to make a movie raw, you know, and very simple, very simple. We wanted to expose the context in a very realistic way. I don't think it's a shaking handle camera. It's quite pure, quite simple. We wanted to erase the fact that there is a camera, in fact. There is no big movement of camera, or, you know, sometimes directors want to show they are in place, they are there. So we want to approach in a very simple way. Of course, the beginning of the film, the pré-générique, is the moment of the exposition of Paul Chartier, the character. So we are in a fiction. But after the opening generic, the opening credits, we dig into a very documentary style approach, because I wanted the audience to understand exactly the background, the social background of those of that city and of those people. And as I told you before, as further we go through the film, we became a little bit more impressionist. So that's why the movie changed a little bit, but not so much. I don't think so much. I wanted to keep it very simple. I wanted to keep the narrative first for that film, yeah.